What's going on, y'all? Adachi here, and I'm here bringing you some news that might be grave, it might be cool. That's right, as you can already see on the screen, Davan is here, coming back with the Descent of Heroes banner, so that means we're going to get Eliza and Lanceveil back. A lot of things to talk about with this banner. First up, as we can see here, it does say paid version on the banner. That means there are going to be two banners. We are going to be taking this directly from the JP version. As the JP version for every one of these Descent of Hero banners that they've been doing so far has been one paid banner and then one regular banner. This doesn't change the rates, but the paid banner is going to do similar to what the Christmas Theory event was doing before, where we did pulls and then we got those currencies that we could trade for her skin or whatever. They're doing the same thing here, except they're doing the way that JP does it, which is going to be paid only crystals to get said currency. This means we do have a specific piece of gear for Davan. This is going to be a paid only piece of gear, as well as the other things in the shop. We'll take a look at the shop. Here we can see Heimgul, Axe of Ruin. I think that's Heim at least. It's very, very small on my screen. But it says Davan only restores some SCT at the start of the battle. This should say at the start of the wave. I don't know why Idis hasn't fixed this translation yet. Going to be an axe weapon imbued with the earth element, 125 strength and 200 HP now. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be best in slot for Davan, just because there aren't a lot of great axes in the game, just yet at least. Unfortunate, but this axe is really good for Davan, and you're really going to want it when we take a look at him in just a second. Also, Idis, this is a really cool thing, and you need to do this for like every banner. I keep saying this for like a lot of their news updates, but I feel like they get better like very slowly. They take baby steps, but these have been getting better and better almost every time. So we can see his two unique passives. One is going to be Overpowering Aura at the start of battles, low chance to stun the enemy, which is not going to affect bosses. This is an okay passive. It's not bad, but it's nothing amazing that it's like, oh my gosh, wow, Davan, that's a sick fucking passive you have there. Now, this is okay. Nothing crazy though, but his next passive is pretty great. Unstoppable Force, physical attack power against non-human bosses, plus 30%. Now, if we're not looking at the tower, most bosses are not usually human, so this is just a great passive to have. Plus, that means it encompasses pretty much every race besides human. And then one gripe I do have is key skills. This is neat, but they don't have all the key skills. There's an important one they missed, but he has Breaker, Attack Up Max, and Axe High Boost. Axe High Boost, when an axe is equipped, physical attack damage plus 25% and boost to break level. So that's why you're going to want to run that axe on him, or just axes in general. But they did miss one important skill, and that is Sharp Eyes. That means, yes, the brand new sparkly Magrona arc that just came out at max level, it gives you Sharp Eyes, which boosts your physical damage by like 50%, I think, at the cost of 3% MP. Something like that, but he already has that in his kit. So if you didn't pull Magrona, you don't want to pull Magrona, you don't have it, you're never going to have it. Davan already has it in his kit, so that is one skill that they were missing. I'm like, why don't they have that in there? That's a pretty important skill right there. Alright, unfortunately they do not have skills in here yet, so this is going to be translation, so bear with me here. His S1 is going to be Crushing. This is going to be a very kind of low range. It's going to be a slight range to it. This is going to be an earth element attack. He's going to smack his axe down and he's going to like shake the earth. There's going to be pillars that rise up. I'll have the gifts playing. His S2, Right Wind Slash, is going to be like a brief combo in front of himself. This also has additional damage to beast enemies applied to it as well. His S3, Earth's Raging Impact, is going to be another small combo where at the end he's going to crash down, shatter some boulders around himself, and it's going to be a small little AoE there. Very good skills. Unfortunately, they don't really combo very well into each other, but putting that aside, still good skills, and they look really dope. I really love his axe swinging animations. It just looks cool. His S4 is going to be Spectre Destruction. This is going to be another Earth Element attack. This one's going to be an AoE. I'm not sure if this hits the whole map. It might be something similar to like Luger's S4, where it just kind of hits in front of himself. Either way, big area, Earth Element, great damage. So as we can tell, Davan is going to be an Earth Element physical DPS, and he does a really good job of it. Coming out right now, I would say he's probably somewhere in the range of like over Shin, and then somewhere around Kaido's range, right around there. I can't think of anything else really in between there, but either way, he's a really great physical DPS, and he has a lot of skills in his kit that kind of just, he's already kind of set. You don't really need to add a whole lot to him, but he could definitely benefit from some skills, absolutely, but he's really good straight out the box. And then of course, with the Heroes of Descent banner back, we now have Lanceveil and Eliza back. Unfortunately, I did check this beforehand. If we check out the probability, That's right, it is 0.5% clear across the board, so a 1.5% to get any 3 of these units, but there is no specific rate up on Davan. You're just going to have a split chance between all 3 of them. Now going forward, we don't know if they're going to split up the Descent of Hero units into separate banners, or if they're just going to keep polluting, or I say polluting like they're bad units or something. But they're going to keep kind of overcrowding this one banner, and then just bringing that percentage down. So potentially this is going to be your best chance to pull Davan. Potentially not. If they end up splitting, then they're probably going to be a higher rate up on Davan in the future. Either way, it does suck to see that we're not getting a specific rate up, and it's just going to kind of be split between everybody. But if you didn't pull on the Eliza and Lanceveil banner originally, you still have this shot. But this does mean that Zuglis is going to be coming out next, and if you were aiming for Zuglis, you might just want to wait out for that banner as well. Now jumping into the shop, like I said, these little tokens here are going to be from the paid banner only. You pull from the free banner, you're just going to get the February medals, I believe, but if you pull from the paid banner, you're going to get these. At a cost of 50 in the shop, you're going to get its Heingel. There's an N there. Heingel for 50, that means 50 paid pulls. Yes, it is not cheap, and then you can get a bunch of souls, and then clusters and whatnot, and basically infinite XP and gold if you're a whale or anything like that. If you plan on spending a little bit, I absolutely recommend you get this axe. It's not kind of like, oh, well, it's kind of good, kind of not good as far as like the Sand Etheria skin went. This end's actually really good on Davan, and you would definitely want this. If you're not, unfortunately, Heingel is going away. They did make a note in the news that it could potentially come back, so it might come back in the future in some other fashion, maybe not as like a paid piece of gear. I wouldn't get your hopes up for any time soon though, because even JP, I don't believe there has been any way to get that gear besides from these paid banners. Speaking of which, every Heroes of Descent banner going forward in JP has also had a piece of paid gear with them, so the Zuglis banner is going to have a paid piece of gear, and then the new unit Lily that just came out is also going to have a paid piece of gear. By the way, Lily is fucking amazing. I would love to talk about her a little more in the future. But yeah, that wraps it up. As far as this Descent of Heroes banner goes, I would say it's at your own discretion if you want to pull. If you really need that physical unit, you really want Davan, you don't have Magrona, you really want to use Sharp Eyes for whatever reason, then you can go for it. Personally, I'm going to be waiting out for Zuglis. I don't know if they're splitting, I don't know if they're keeping them all, I don't give a shit. I'm getting me my Zuglis, so that's about it. Alright, quick updates over. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys, I'll see you in the next one.